Good morning, everybody. This episode is brought to you by our wonderful friends at KatieWaltmanJewelers.com. That's KatieWaltmanJewi. You know how to spell it, .com. They have so many cool things, Don. Every time we look at Katie Waltman, we find stuff that we like. You know what I mean? And
Yes.
I know you try to keep Mrs. Lavasso away from here. But, you know, don't be cheap. Don't be cheap. Spend some money, Don, you bastard. Plus, Don, if you go and check out, you can use promo code Buffalo for 20% off. So you have no excuses now, my friend.
I know. That's nice. That's nice.
So I messed around with the color on the camera. Am I more normal color today?
You
I'm
are.
not washed out?
No, you look great.
I am. Oh, thank you, Don. Don, I told you I only like chicks. Gotta stop hitting on me, buddy. All right.
I know.
I love you and everything, but you know, whatever. So once again, check out our friends at KatieWaltman.com. When you check out, after you buy some beautiful, wonderful things for the special person in your life, put in promo code Buffalo for 20% off.
That Aurelia chain looks very different. It's very cool.
I don't even know what that means, but Donnie likes it. You know, you could rock that, Don. You'd look pretty sexy in that. You know, you look sexy already, but you'd look even more sexy in that. Hey, Eddie Buffalo, Donnie Lowe are purely for entertainment purposes. Take it away, Donnie Lowe.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome, everybody. I apologize for my voice.
I get to
hopefully I'll still have it. But in any event, best way to experience the podcast is if you go to our YouTube channel, EBI Media, EBI Newz for you. That's EBI Newz, NEWZ, the number 4, the letter U. And if you want, you can. No, you know what? Don't even bother liking, sharing, or subscribing. That's all right. Don't do
it. Don't listen to Don. He's crazy. Donnie's crazy.
Yes, he is. And if you prefer to listen to podcasts, wherever you listen, we're there. We're on over 53 podcast depositories. And also, we're live on TikTok. So feel free to join us live on TikTok. And actually, Ed, I think I got bumped off for some reason from TikTok. You have to let me back in the room. But always know that we appreciate you taking time out of your day.
Did you say something bad, Don?
I must have.
Did you say something filthy that they took you off, Don? I'm disgusted.
Well, hopefully not. But thank you for taking time out of your day to share it with us. We appreciate that. Yep. Take it away, Eddie.
Yes. I want to start off by saying Happy Veterans Day to a lot of our friends that are veterans. A special hello and thank you to Colonel Greg Traves. Did you know Greg was actually retired from the Army and the Navy?
Yes, I think we had that conversation before.
Usually,
it's amazing.
And usually I call him up, and I say, Greg, this is Donald J. We need you to come back. You can come back, build some stuff. I got a hammer. You can borrow my hammer, Greg. You can underline stuff with my Sharpie. It'll be really good. It'll be really beautiful. It'll be really great. So yeah, he used to rebuild bridges after we destroyed them in Iraq and Afghanistan. Very interesting.
Yeah.
And someone else this morning, a huge Happy Veterans Day too, is your love of your life, Ike. Ike, Happy Veterans Day, buddy. And it's I try to go out of my way if I see a gentleman wearing something showing that he was a veteran to thank them for their service. You know, I just can't imagine. I mean, even during peacetime, you're still always wondering, is your loved one going to be coming back? So thank you very much, guys and girls, for doing that, doing everything out there.
We appreciate that very much.
Special friend of mine. Yeah, special Air Force friend of mine, Pete. P, thank you so much for your service, and be safe there, honey. A lot of crazy stuff going on in the world, Don.
Really?
I don't know what to say.
I didn't notice.
To be honest, it seems like one thing after another. And we talked a little bit about yesterday. I was supposed to leave tomorrow for Montana but all the issues with the planes, the project is getting pushed back a few weeks, if not till the first of the year. So I'm a little bit bummed about that. You know what I mean? But what are you gonna do?
There's nothing like going to Montana.
And
in
I see
January.
that from what you told. Yeah, yay me. Yeah, maybe I'll get to ride a real buffalo. What do you think? Oh my gosh. So how's the weather back home, Donnie? Oh, how's the weather back home, buddy boy?
It's snowing. It's slushy. It's slow driving. Very slippery.
You know, and people, it seems like no matter, even if you're used to driving in the snow, when the first snow of the year comes, you forget how to drive, you know, and you see all the fender benders and all that, because you hit a little bit of black ice and you're flying, you know, and people don't understand it like that. So since it is the first snowfall in Buffalo, I would like to share with you my Texas snow story from around 2013. So my one daughter got her PhD. Yeah, my one daughter got her PhD at Commerce, Texas A&M. It's called East Texas something or Northeast. I don't know what it's called. It's called something different, but the logo is the same and everything. And by the way, if you got a kid going there, don't buy anything at the campus. Go to the Wally World across the street, and you get everything a lot cheaper. That's what I did. So I would drive all the way here because she wanted her car with her. She used to have one of those little Nissan Versas, and then I would fly up here at the end of the semester, and I would drive back with her. So she got really lonely in early December one year, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to go visit her. And so I was having a great time. You know, I got kicked out of their the resident hall had freaking pools done, and I'm sitting there in the pool while the kids are all in school, and some lady's like, hey, do you live here? I go, yeah, I do. So couple days,
skipping class
it's funny
today.
how the weather, I know, right? It's funny how the weather changes here so quickly. Like yesterday we had a low of 31. This morning it got down to 33, but it's going to be close to 80 by the afternoon. And then the weather's going to keep on getting warmer during the week. So a couple days before I left visiting her, I said, honey, I'm going to borrow your car and I'm going to go get some groceries for you before I leave, so you're all stocked up. So I had her keys, and if anybody knows me, I don't drive fast. I drive like an old man. I mean, I drive a Chrysler, for Christ's sakes. So, you know, that's just who I am, you know? So I hop in the car, and it'd be like such a minute amount of snow on the ground. And this is I swear to God, this happened. And people think that I'm making this story up. But I'm driving to Wally World, which was like maybe a half a block away, you know? And I get pulled over by the cops. And I'm like, you know, she did have New York plates. So a lot of times when you have New York plates, you know, you're thinking, oh, they're just profiling me, you know? So I pull over, I go, sir, I drive like an old man. I mean, why did you pull me over? He says, y'all don't see this snow? So I said, hang on a second. Got my money clip out, pulled out my license. I go, here. He goes, oh, Buffalo, New York, huh? Keep going. You know,
so funny.
And it's like, I love these fish out of water stories, because I think it was, I don't know if it was like 2 years ago, I was visiting them in their house in Prosper, and I would go to an Anytime Fitness that was like right around the corner from them. And I would start my car, it would get all de-iced in that. But by the time I got out of the gym, it'd be all iced up again. And I'm like, oh, I think I still got my scraper in the trunk. So I did. I got the scraper, and I'm like, and these two young girls were like, where'd you get that from? I go, honey, not here. You know?
Buffalo.
Because the worst I saw here was we had that ice storm 2 years ago where God put it there. God's going to take it away down low because they don't have the equipment for this stuff. Oh,
No,
I'm sorry. They do.
Mm.
They throw sand. They throw sand on the intersections and the whatchamacallit, the overpasses. I'm like, what the hell's that gonna do? It makes you even dirtier, you know?
Yeah, it does.
But
Very dirty.
I love my new home here in Texas. I do miss my friends and family in Buffalo, but I don't miss shoveling. I mean, I remember times, Don, that like right before I came to live here, when I was married, I switched over to a lithium ion snowblower. And it came with 2 90-minute batteries. And it did a fine job. You know, I mean, it's still not going to work on the wet, heavy snow. Nothing's ever going to work for that. And the way I thought of it was, if I'm out there as that long that I'm using up 2 90-minute batteries, I need to come in the house.
Yeah, that's 3 hours.
I mean, it got to the point where a lot of people don't know how mentally tiring it is when it keeps coming and coming and coming, and it don't stop. And they heard me every once in a while. I'd be like having an argument with the snow outside. Like, you son of a beep, 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 rah, rah, rah. And like, were you having an argument with the snow? I go, yeah. What's your point?
Yeah.
You know?
Guess who won? Guess who won?
Yeah, not me, not this guy.
Exactly.
You know, and a lot of people ask me, I mean, you haven't ever asked me this, but like, why the hell did I come to Texas? Well, my grandchildren are here, number one, and plus the weather is fantastic. You know, and I say to some of my buddies that I talk to, I go, think about it. You know, back home, you got to get up early, shovel out whoever else is in your house that you has to get to work too. You're tired as shit after that. You go in, get ready for work. Then you got to drive your ass to work. And then when you go home, you hope to God the snow plows did not bury your driveway. You know, that you got to dig out again, you know. And those are like boulders. I mean, you can't use a snowblower on there. You got to get the old shovel out, you know.
Yeah.
But
I did have to shovel this morning.
Every place you. Oh, you know, that's a heart attack waiting to happen for a lot of guys. Good thing you're in decent shape, Donnie. You know, you hear that every year. You hear somebody dying of a heart attack. You know, doing that.
Yeah,
it's just god awful. But stay warm.
One of my
uncles not going to be there
did that.
I'm so sorry for your loss, Don. That's horrible.
Yeah, it was.
And how old of a man was he?
I think he was 20 years ago. I think it was maybe in his late 60s, early 70s.
Really? Wow. Because you even hear young guys, you know, and they're laughing at me because it was so cold the past week. They go, "We're just going to see you in shorts all winter long, right, Eddie?" I'm like, no, but I was known to shovel snow in shorts and a hoodie back in Buffalo. So that was kind of like my uniform, you know.
You were showing off.
Which was... No, you got so damn hot. You know what I mean? It sounds stupid. You're freezing, but you're hot. You know, as long as you got, you know, warm feet, you know, dry warm feet and warm gloves, you're good to go. You know, everything else will take care of itself. But
that's true.
You know, especially when you have animals, you always got to make sure you have a path so the poor little fellows can go to the bathroom. You know?
I know. Very true. Very true.
So, Don,
so what else is going on in the world that you want to talk about? Yeah.
Well, you seem to be talking about it more than I have. Tell me everything you know as of like the second about the government shutdown. Is it opening up? What's going on?
Well, the Senate voted, and it won 60-40. So it's going back to the House. The House has to vote on. Excuse me. I think
what
tomorrow.
Does this mean in real time? Is it happening today? Is it happening tomorrow? Is it happening tomorrow? A month from now? You know?
No, it's
because
happening.
I mean,
they're voting tomorrow.
The guys and girls that I really feel for is they're traffic controllers. They've been working today it's 42 days without getting paid. You know, and even one of my buddies at the gym, Joe Bronco, he hasn't got paid in 2 months. He works for the Social Security Department. And he's like, dude, I'm actually thinking of doing something different, because he, you know, it used to be you got a government job, you're set for life. You didn't have to worry about anything.
Yeah.
But it's so sad that so many people in this country are a paycheck or two away from being homeless. And that's the God's honest truth.
It is. I know.
And that's really a sad thing to say. I mean, the days of having only one breadwinner in the family, that's non-existent. You know, if you are one of those lucky people, good for you. But so many times both partners have to work, and that's all it is. And it was a struggle for me. And, you know, I've struggled money-wise, just, you know, getting used to just being by myself, having no one to lean on except myself. And I mean, when that happens, I mean, it's a little bit taxing on you until you get used to the new normal. And just like anything, and like we've even talking about people getting hurt, you know, you're not going to re-injure yourself. You know, maybe you will, but probably not. But you just got to get used to the new normal, that injury happened to you. You know what I mean? It's just
very
insanity.
True. Very true.
You know?
Very true. So
my question. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
What else did you want to talk about? You didn't send me nothing, did you?
No. Are you able to pull up something? If I send it to you?
We give it a shot, Don. Yeah, because it's working pretty good today. I don't want to jinx myself, so I didn't really want to say anything. But yeah. But I want to, while you're sending over stuff, I want to talk about what else is in the news. And there's so much being said about this, and it's just ridiculous. Holy crap, 3i Atlas. There are so many different theories, so many different ideas about it. It's just ridiculous to me. I don't know what to say anymore. You know what I mean? Because every time you hear one thing, they turn around and say something else. I mean, and the AI videos are so damn good, Don, that Michio Kaku, every time I see him, you think it's him. It is so not him. And they've been doing a lot of them with Elon Musk too. And it's like,
oh really?
Because everyone has their own theory of what's happening. And the big theory is, it's the end of days. Oh my God, the world's ending. Oh my God, what are we gonna do? You know what I mean? And it's scary to put that out there for the general public to digest. You know, I mean, you hear something all the time. You know, it exploded. There's nothing left of it, or it's on its way to Earth. It's going to attack on December 19th. It's going to be the biggest alien invasion ever. Well, what do we have it to compare it to? How can they even say that, Don? You know what I mean? And why they say that is just, it's you know, a lot of time it's like clickbait. I mean, and we do stuff on our show that, you know, we try to do something funny, that's something that's gonna, you know, somebody's gonna be interested in it, you know. But just look at a couple of things. I'm gonna look at a couple of the headlines, and I'm not gonna go deep into it. I did pull up your thing, Don, so we should be able to listen to that in a second.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
So
that's fine.
Look at this first one from the New York Post. Chinese spacecraft sends fascinating gift of 3i Atlas after NASA declines to release photo. That scares the crap out of me that NASA is holding stuff back. You know,
I know.
It's like, what the hell? What the hell? You know,
well, I think
I'm done with
they're trying to blame it on
the. We're getting down to business, Don. We're getting down to business. All right, there we go.
Watch out! Watch out! They're blaming it for NASA, though. They're blaming it that because of the government shutdown, but that's totally false.
That's such bullshit. Yeah. First radio signal from Comet 3i Atlas ends debate about its nature. A radio signal. If it's a freaking comet, it's not sending out radio signals, dude. This is something. There's some shizzy about this. You know what I mean? And
I think I saw something.
Me is look at that time.
That
I'm sorry.
As as 3i Atlas was getting closer to the sun, it was actually drawing energy from the sun, I believe is what it said, which is kind of wild.
Yeah. Comets don't do that, dude. It's like, what the hell? Are you serious? You know, and 3AI Atlas is leaving the solar system. Well, make up your mind. Is it coming to Earth or is it leaving the solar system? You know what I mean? They just like talking about both sides of their mouth most of the time. You know, it just sucks.
Sounds like politics.
Mystery. Yes, comet spurted ahead of orbit, erupts from behind the sun early. Now, when I hear erupt, what are you thinking? I'm thinking it exploded, but it's still intact, according to some people. Other people say that it broke into two equal parts. How do you know? Were you up there with a freaking ruler looking to see? You're getting out your tape measure, Don? Here, hold this on, Danny. I want to check out this atlas. You know, it's just,
exactly.
I don't get it. But I mean, look at this next one from India TV News. I can talk good. Hang on. Astronomers track mysterious interstellar object 3i Atlas after sudden speed boost and color change. Maybe Don, maybe it's like one of those LED light bulbs they got now. You can change the colors, and they're just screwing around with stuff, and they're just changing the colors when they want to.
Let's see how blue looks. No, I like the purple better.
And then you look at the one on the bottom, Don. Interstellar object 3i Atlas changed color again and shows signs of non-gravitational acceleration. Crazy.
That is crazy.
I think we had enough of that, Don. I think we got to do something fun like what you sent me, if I can see it. You love X, don't you? I've said that before.
There's a lot of information there.
And I think there is. Pasta drama. As I told you a while ago, stock up because Italian pasta on the shelves is about to run out. Otherwise, I'll be waiting for you to come eat it here in Italy. Mangia, Donnie, mangia. You got to be like losing your mind, the little Italian that you are, that you're not going to be able to get pasta. You know?
I thought that was funny. So they're saying because of the tariffs, there's a tariff of 107% on pasta.
Oh my Jesus! And how much is pasta? $1 for a box? Shut up. So you pay $2 for it. Big deal.
But so you know, you can still
maybe if you're rich like Donnie Lowe, I go to Wally World and get the Walmart brand pasta. I'm not fancy like you, buddy boy. So
you need the authentic.
Yes, 100%.
That's the Prime Minister of Italy, in case you did not know that.
She's pretty hot. Hey, that's a spicy meatball.
She's very dynamic.
Letters for that one, Don.
Yeah.
Wait, that a nice way of saying sexy.
No. I mean, her personality and everything. She's smart too.
Yep. All right, Don. Well, let's have some fun, Don, because Al Intelligence has a new friend, Alley Intelligence, and we've been producing some very interesting content lately. And I'd like to share a little bit if I can. I'm going to shut everything else down because I don't want to use up a million little bits of our bit. Because I send you so much. Do you even read half of it, Don?
Yeah, no, I saw most of what you sent me. The football.
Well, let's go with this little fella first.
Yeah. There's no sound.
Oh, you don't have sound? I have it on my side. Sorry about that.
No, can't hear it.
Happens. Go Bills. Talking. This one cracked me up this morning. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear this one either. but with Thanksgiving coming up. You got any volume on that one, Don?
Can't hear
It's
anything.
picking up audio from another one instead. Did you get any of that one, Don? It's
No,
Rock and Roll
can't hear it.
Buffalo is the one that's talking now. I didn't even hit him. So check out EBI Media Group. We've been having fun with this. Well, let's be honest. I've been having fun with this. You know, and everything you see on there, the two Buffalo, Santa Claus, the football, these aren't all make-believe people. And it's like, hey, that we can do stuff like this. You know what I mean? And
It's crazy.
it's amazing to me. Also, sometimes you get crazy hits on these things. Like this is the last one I did today. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it, Don.
No, I can't hear
You
it.
hear any of that, Don?
No.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Unfortunately, no.
All right, let's just stop sharing that for now. And you got to, you know, a lot of people that I talk to, even my buddy Gordon, and because he was in the service a long time, and he ended up continue working with the military even as a private person. You know, but he's 86 years old and he doesn't watch TV anymore.
Why?
People like this are getting all their information from, and it's from their phone. You know, and we both know to take everything worth a grain of salt that we do see on our telephones. You know, and if that's the only place that you are getting your information, well, that's kind of sad, you know, to me anyways. Because the one thing that my dad, Big Ed, always said to me, he goes, like, why? Why do I want to read the newspaper, Dad? He goes, you want to have a, you know, good conversation with somebody, you know, you make sure you're not a dummy, that you actually know current events and things like that, you know. And
so
we
true.
were lucky enough when we were both younger that Buffalo had two newspapers, the Courier Express in the morning, and then the Buffalo Evening News. And Courier Express took a poop, they were gone, and then the Buffalo News eventually did a morning paper and an evening news when they changed their name from the Buffalo Evening News to the Buffalo News. But a lot of people don't know something about the Courier Express, and I'm sure you know this because you're a pretty with it guy. Do you know who was one of the editors of the Courier Express when he was alive? Very famous author.
Oh, going way back?
Yes.
Way back?
Yes.
Samuel Clemens.
Mark Twain. Safe Waters. Yes. So that's really interesting. You know, and I'm a history buff. You know, I like the history of the church. I like the history of the country. I just like, if I find something interesting, I'm going to really dig into it. And I think what really humanizes that for me is that, holy crap, Mark Twain was walking around the same streets that we walked around.
Are you sure? Do you think he went to South Buffalo?
Nah. They didn't like him. Do you
know where he?
I have no idea. He's probably in your area, the rich section of Buffalo, New York.
Well, where I lived, it wasn't very rich, but we were close to rich, wealthy people. But he lived
along Delaware Avenue.
Yeah, he lived on Delaware. Do you remember the Cloister restaurant?
Oh my God, yeah. I have a cousin that was married to the gentleman that owned it.
Oh, really? Well, Mark Twain, Samuel Clemens lived what became the Cloister restaurant.
That's a story for off the air, Don. I'll tell you some stuff.
But that's where Mark Twain lived, or Samuel Clemens.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
Before it was a restaurant.
Very, very interesting. Very interesting. Who am I doing now, Don?
Yeah.
But what was the dude's name?
Schultz.
Come on.
Schultz. No, Klink. It was Klink.
No. I'm thinking of somebody else. I'm talking about Artie Johnson. Very
Oh,
into that state.
that's right.
You know.
That's right. Before we go, there's one other source, one other pretty significant news, I guess. Yesterday was the induction of the NHL Hall of Fame, and from the Buffalo Sabres, number 89, Alexander Mogilny, was inducted. And evidently, he gave his acceptance speech from he still lives in Russia, so he did it from Russia. He didn't come to the States in person, and I did not see or hear it yet. But evidently, he really praised Buffalo for smuggling him in, so to speak. And he loves the fans.
If you will indulge me, Don, I have an Alexander Mogilny story for you from young Eddie Buffalo. So they had to smuggle him in, like Donnie said. He defected to the United States. And that was Jerry Meehan, wasn't it?
Yeah, Jerry Meehan and Don Luce.
And I got to tell you something. I was one of the first people in Buffalo, New York, to know Alexander Mogilny was in Buffalo. Because I picked up a shift at the Hyatt Regency Buffalo as a doorman. And I mean, his face was all over the news. And I open up a limo, and out comes Jeremy and Alexander Mogilny. They were stashing him at the Hyatt Regency Buffalo.
Oh, wow. But that's pretty
wild. Think about that, Don.
That's pretty cool. But do you also know that he ended up at Don Luce's house and stayed with the Luce family?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's a pretty cool story. It's amazing how so many people in the sports world that ended up playing in Buffalo stayed there because they fell in love with the people in the area.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So we're going to wrap it up. We had a good show today. I enjoyed it. Talk a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of Shizzy.
Are you saying we did this and that?
No, Martin Biron, we're not doing this and that. No. No. I'll give you, Don. I'll give you the back of my hand. We still have a couple shows this week. I still haven't gotten a hold of Doc yet because I know he was feeling kind of crappy last week. Poor guy had 102 fever.
Oh, gee.
And physician, heal thyself. Isn't that a saying? So tomorrow we have Insurance Questions podcast. I think we should stick with what we wanted to do last week because we never did the show last week. And I think we need to do some more viewers' questions because there's a lot of things going on in the world. Unless you have another topic you want to talk about.
No, I think we can do some viewers' questions, and also it's long-term care insurance month, so I think awareness month.
That'll be good.
We can just touch upon that too.
That'll be good. And then Thursday, potluck with Donnie Lowe. Like it's either going to be Doc or whoever Donnie wants to talk about on the show. Okay. Hang on one second, Don. Hang on.
Hopefully I'll have a better voice.
Maybe. I almost had a runny nose on the air.
It's a good thing you caught it.
Classy, Don. Keeping it classy.
It's a good thing you caught it. That's all.
So, once again, thank you for being with us today, spending time with us in your busy day. And happy Veterans Day to all the veterans.
Yes. Yes.
And end the show like we end every other show. If you like working with people that are just like you, have the same values that you do, have the same passion for life, and love your family as much as we love ours, we're the people to see. You can reach us at ebiagency.com, our beautiful website. All of our current episodes are loaded on the website also, so it's one-stop shopping there. You can also email us at eddiebuffaloinsurance@gmail.com. And what's the hotline, Donnie?
Hotline 716-541-4118. That's 716-541-4118.
And in honor of your buddy Alexander Mogilny, what is the number for our Russian friends? We get a ton of people from Russia. That's our third most populous country that listens to us, which I don't understand. Is the KGB going to come get us, Don? Who knows?
What? Watch out. But for our
Yes.
friends in Russia, it's 716-541-4118.
Whoa. Your friend? Are you a communist sympathizer, Don? Is that what we're going with right here? I don't know about that. So, have a good day, everybody. Stay safe out there. Stay warm and north. Like I said, we're going up to like 80 here in the Dallas Metroplex.
Nice.
And I dig into that one of these days, what they mean by the Metroplex, because that was a word that I did not know until I actually started living here. And remember, everybody, life is definitely worth living. What do you got to do, Donnie Lowe?
You got to keep on fighting, baby.
You got to keep on fighting. So have a good day, everybody.
Ciao, ciao.
Hey, you got to do it fast now that we're not live.